I am going to welcome to the stage my next author guest, Ebba Karlsson. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the red carpet, Ebba. You are looking like your book cover here. True Starlight is Ebba P. Karlsson's book, Stepping Out of My Celebrity Husband's Shadow. Ebba, let's tell people about this book and why you wrote it.
All right, so this book is a memoir. It's my own journey, how I discovered my true starlight. And I believe everybody has this true starlight quality within them. It's something we're born with, but it's so easily to forget. And it's easy to hide behind some shadow. In my case, I hid a long time from myself, really, and in the shadow of my husband, and in many other shadows that we can
all find them.
Yes. So in my journey, when I was 14 years old, I really didn't want to live. So I wanted to commit suicide. And from there, I connected for the first time to the stars because I knew that I had a home somewhere else. And after that, I went on a journey where I really discovered more of myself through going to different places in the planet. And I was, among one thing, I was sexually abused when I was in my 20s by a model agency or an owner of a model agency, actually. So
you know, there's so much news coming out about that now, Harvey Weinstein, all the things. And I think, like, when those things happen to us, when something terrible happens to us, whatever it is, it's like so easy to get the message, like, hide, stay small, you'll be safer.
Yes.
So when you say true starlight, I think there's a weird reaction people have, because on the one hand, it's like, oh, I would love to shine on stage the way Ebba is right now. And then part of it's like, what if I'm not safe?
Yeah, it is scary, definitely. And I think when I really realized that I was a true star was when I started dancing. And I'm so grateful to my ballroom people, and because they really helped me to come out of my shell and heal within me the wounds that I had from the past. Also, because I had to express my sensuality and sexuality as a woman and relax into my own being. So that helped me a lot too.
Do you know, so often when people have been through trauma and they end up sharing their story here with me, that healing comes through being in their body again. Like dancing is an example, but it's yoga is another one I hear from people, like actually having to inhabit the physical casing of your body has this amazing transformative power if you can stay there.
Yeah.
Why do you think with dancing you were able to, like, stay in your body and keep doing it?
Because when you move, when you dance, you have to express your soul, and you can't hide any longer. Like, I've done a lot of coaching with many, many amazing coaches, but it was very much in the head and very mental. So through dancing, I really had to find the essence and move beyond that. So that was really part of making me heal.
It's so powerful. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question from Charles. Charles is in Portland, and I know this is something you've had to go through, so I know you'll have great advice for him. Charles says, when including personal stories, how do you do that in a way that respects their privacy? Do you need to get permission? Do you change names? Do you omit stories? How did you handle that? Because obviously this is your story, but other people are in it.
Yeah, so I had to, for instance, like when I disclosed my own story, my parents, I had to talk to them. They were very supportive, actually, and they knew that I had a message to share that could help people. And other people, I have to respect their choices. I couldn't reach out to everybody because of the short notice, but I really wanted to be respectful and not hurt anybody through my story. So some people I never reached out, and some people I chose to use a different name for, or to be more in loving and caring of them.
So I'm going to ask you the question I think is underneath Charles's question, which is, was that a scary process for you, and how did you deal with those fears?
You bet it was. It was crazy. I really had to face my own fear and align myself with my true star within me, or align myself with my higher self, and not compromise with that truth. Like, I know this is something people need to hear, even though they might be a small group of people. I have to stand up for them. So that was an easy choice then.
Easy and hard. Simple, but not always easy. So I want to show you Ebba's book. Here it is. I'll let you hold that while I hold the microphone. Ebba P. Karlsson. She is the author of True Starlight, Stepping Out of My Celebrity Husband's Shadow. This is an amazing transformational memoir, and I have named 2018 as the year of the transformational author. If you have a magnificent message, if you have a story of hope and healing and transformation like Ebba has, that you know could make a difference for people, read her book and be inspired by what is impossible. What is possible. You will find the link on your screen. Thank you for joining me on the red carpet. Yeah.
You are amazing, and your team is amazing, and I really recommend everybody to go on this journey because it is life-changing.
Oh, thank you. I'm hugging you again.
Thank you.
We're having a hug fest. I can't help myself, and I'm going to hug somebody else in a minute.